we've been playing with our trucks. Same thing with that. Oh, Kobe, now you want to get serious? Man, you know what I mean? Like, I got to take this shit serious. We've been playing around the whole game. Just because you want to play tough, I don't want to play tough right now.
I believe the question was, sir, what happened? If you could just answer that.
LeBron.
And this female was like with me, but kind of walking behind me. And Magic put his hand out. You know what I mean? So as he's walking by, Popper kept going, right? You know what I mean? Like in stride. And then she was like, you know, Magic. And I was like, Irvin, you know, like,
the dunk contest.
Oh, man.
Here we go.
And LeBron.
Mm-hmm. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Kidd Dre. My name Josh. I'm here with Dre and TJ. We're going to get into some fun stuff today. What's going on, y'all? What's up?
What's up, guys? How you guys
What's
doing?
good? What is good?
Man,
There's a lot of basketball going on. There's a lot of exciting basketball going on here. Teams are going on the road, and they're winning by a substantial amount. I mean, I think 24 to be exact.
Who was this? Who was this?
You think?
Warriors? I think we just won by like 24 tonight.
Just played Laney, right?
We played the Pelicans, but
same thing. There was the Lakers last night that played the Bucks. They went to Milwaukee.
I mean, so basically, you played Giannis. Y'all played Giannis.
Who played the Bucks? Yeah.
Okay. Same thing. I mean, 5-on-1 is crazy.
I caught the highlights. And I mean, and anything number 77 does, he's pretty good.
I think it's very good. I don't know where he came from, but we thank those who gave us a Christmas gift. We thank those.
Christmas came early this year, huh?
Yeah,
Hey,
no,
man.
I like. He's fun to watch. He's very fun to watch.
Fat and all, we love him.
Man, speaking of the boy, man, I mean, it's a lot going on with the Mavs right now. I bet you he's glad to be. I mean, I guess it's all because of him, but I bet you he's glad he's got to focus on that off the court, drama.
I think their drama is definitely off the court, but the things on the court that got the drama rolling off the court, if I should say. I think right now it's just I think their main thing besides the fire of Nico Harrison has got to be just the injuries and the slow start.
Everybody can't be. What are y'all? 11-4 now.
Oh, who else? Oh, the Lakers. Yeah.
That's what's up. I'm happy for y'all. I'll say that. I'm happy for you guys.
I mean, you got to get used to it. I'm kind of used to it.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, but do you think, like, right, they got rid of Nico, and they brought in, I believe, who did they bring in?
Michael Finley,
right? And with that, like, do you think anything changed? I mean, the GM isn't going to have a substantial impact as soon as after the season already started, right? Unless we're talking about more trades or something.
Well, I think when it comes to any organization throughout the association, when they like the GM, I think it's like a co-GM thing they're doing. I think it's Michael Finley and Matt Riccardi, if I believe. Might have to fact check that, but I think they're gonna figure it out. Mike Finley's been around the game a long time, and he's someone who's been in the front office, and we'll see what they do.
Yeah. I mean, and look at your boy Coop. He had a decent game tonight, though. I mean, I didn't watch him, but he had a decent game tonight. Well,
oh no, Cooper Flagg's a great basketball player. I think he's a great basketball player. I just don't think he's a point guard.
Yeah, he's probably running the wrong. He could probably get better results on the wing, right?
Oh, for sure, he's a wing. If you watch him play at Duke, he thrived in being when the offense ran through him through the wing. I mean, and I get like trying things and having him play point guard and like sure, like that's something you do at summer league. like you have him play a few games in summer league at point guard. You put him through all the workouts and stuff, which I'm sure they did. I mean, I didn't really pay attention to summer league, but I think he's got a bright future ahead of him, and I think people were ready to throw Wemby under the bus after summer league, his first summer league, and look what he's doing now. Like people got to relax. People got to relax.
Yeah.
Do you think him playing point guard is a major reason why they are, towards the bottom of the West? Or
Well, I think it's a combination of a lot of different things. I think that it's bad luck. I mean, basketball, there's luck involved in it in terms of being able to stay healthy, and like Kyrie and AD both being out does not help their case. Those two guys make any team better.
True.
Absolutely.
True.
But I think at the end of the day, like you got to work with what you got and the cards that you're being dealt. And they're doing the best they can. A lot of the games, they've been close. They've lost some very close games this year so far. And there's about 68 games left, I believe, somewhere in that range. And I think what a lot of NBA fans like to do, they'll panic early when their team's struggling.
True.
And they got to realize they got to ride the wave of it.
Do you think it was too early for them to fire? Speaking of, riding the wave, do you think the timing was right to fire Nico?
Honestly, it's not really my place to say in terms of when people's job status changes. I think that in terms of that, it's part of the business. I think it's part of the business of what the NBA is, and things can change on the drop of a dime. And I think everybody knows that in terms of what the business side of basketball entails. But I think I think it definitely is the first step for them in the right direction of righting a wrong. They are, I think, starting to see, like, it's wrong. Like I saw someone say that when they traded Luka, and like the way they reacted to it was kind of like trying to put a Band-Aid on a gunshot. I forget who said it. It was somebody said it, and I think that's the best analogy for it. Like, they literally got in the car like it was like Luka and everybody was sitting in the car. They pulled over to a gas station and said, "Hey, we're gonna get gas." And then Luka went in. Was like, "I'm gonna go to the store, grab like a snack or something for this road trip," because that's what I'm using this analogy of it. And they were like, okay, while Luka is waiting in line to get like a snack or something in the store, everyone else who was in the car was like, you know what, let's go. We're gonna leave him here. We're gonna go. And that's basically kind of what it felt like. Because I think we can all say we were surprised by it, you know?
Oh, very surprised. I remember looking at my phone, and my phone was locked, but then you can see part of the information sometimes, and I was like, I looked, and I was happy.
But
you're a Laker fan, of course you'd be happy.
Oh, yeah. because we're starting to build this statue next to Bronze right now. But
Bron got a statue?
Huh?
Bron has a statue? I didn't know.
No, all time in score they usually.
Crypto's gonna be Statue Park here soon.
It is the greatest organization in sports, but we'll get to that another time. But I was thinking, to me, they fired Nico for trading Luka. I don't think it had too much to do with the slow start, because you can't blame him for injuries, right? And the only thing that he quote unquote did wrong is trade Luka. You understand what I'm saying? So this slow start, if he didn't trade Luka and the fans were so upset, and the chance of firing Nico, and I saw videos of him in public, and fans doing some things and saying some things to him. I think if this slow start would just be attributed to Kyrie and Anthony Davis being hurt. But the more you hear is pretty much the Luka trade. You don't hear anything much about the reason why they're having a slow start. And part of the reason they're having a slow start is because of their two best players are hurt.
Well, I think to that point too, like a lot of people don't like realize what goes into a trade either in the NBA, because people are like, oh, this person's traded for this person. There's plenty of different phone calls and meetings, and like you got to make sure the money lines up, and like it's very interesting the economy of what a trade looks like on the inside of the trade.
Let me ask you this. So, like you said, the numbers need to match up. You don't think there's any other organizations he could have called to see if those numbers matched up, or got someone other than injury prone Anthony Davis? Because last I checked, I think he plays 14 out of the 46 games they've had so far. So,
well, I think I saw a stat that said Cooper has played more games than AD. And I hate that for AD because I think AD is a great player when he's healthy.
That's key though. Those last two words you said.
He's a great player when he's healthy. He is absolutely a great player when he's healthy. And I think the internet culture of being a basketball fan too it's affected guys mentally.
But to me, that you should be past that. You're a professional athlete, and you have to block out a lot of things, a lot of personal things.
For sure. And I'm not saying that that's a big reason why he feel like he's been kind of slow in terms of being able to come back. But I think he's someone who, you were a Lakers fan. You saw what he did. He was huge in that playoff run when they won the title in the bubble.
Yeah, but now you're taking off somewhere else. But we had a great team. We had three legitimate bigs. We had him. We had Dwight Howard. We had JaVale McGee. And, you running those three big guys, especially Dwight Howard, or Jokic. Like, there was no Jokic. We leaned on Jokic. We got him tired. I think that team had a lot of weapons. You had Caruso. You had KCP. You had
that team in 2020 was built perfectly.
Yeah, and then we just broke Rajon Rondo. We had and then the team
had pieces for sure. Y'all had pieces.
Yeah, and it just never. I don't know why that team got broken up.
A lot of people left the league. I feel like, didn't they? You're right, because JaVale McGee got traded. Didn't Rajon Rondo went somewhere else, right?
There was free agents, though. I think.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
They're free agents, and I want to say, not going down this street, but I just think that we had that team. We were from the beginning of the season. A lot of people don't realize or remember from the beginning of the season we're number one in the rest.
Yeah.
When it came, so we were going to win it anywhere. Bubble, Hubble, we were going to win the championship. Period.
Not this year, but not this year. Strong start though. I commend you on that. It won't be this year though.
So I was asking TJ a question about do you think that let's say that AD and Kyrie wasn't hurt and they start off 3-9 or whatever they start, do you think that they're calling for Nico's job then?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so, just because of how impactful that the trade was. Because you got to think, imagine had they traded Dirk right during his prime years in Dallas
for traded for. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to think of someone who what could have been the
equivalent.
Yeah, the equivalent to that. Because you got to think how much Dirk meant to Dallas, right? It still does.
Yeah.
Like he's someone who, like, what's it called? The arena, American Airlines is on like Nowitzki Way or something. Like they named the street.
Right.
Yeah, like he's a big part of the
And on
foundation.
Drive, huh?
Oh yeah, they well, I mean that was probably going to be a thing if had that trade not happened. Like I mean, from what I understand, and like, I mean, I know they loved Luka in Dallas. Dirk loved Luka in Dallas. He was the one that handed him the keys to the car.
But here's what I'm saying. All right, so he traded him, right?
Uh-huh.
If he was, to me, if I really have a problem with it, I'm firing that motherfucker the next day. I'm not gonna wait because you fucked up. Right?
That was
Too soon.
Here's my box.
I feel like that was too soon. They couldn't, because then it'd be like, who's running the organization? Is it Nico or is it the owners? That's what they were.
Well, you still got to ask that right now. Who's running the organization?
Yeah, but it's a little. They let it die down a little bit first. You know what I mean?
Well, I think they wanted to have a united front. Well, like in any business, in any, like when the decision is made for a big company or a sports team, you'll see like the owner signs off on it, and everyone's kind of like, yeah, like they had that press conference in Cleveland, I think, right after.
I'm not sure, but do you guys think he had to get it? You think Nico sat there and said, you know what? I think we should trade Luka and went to the owner?
Well, I think there was a moment where it happened, where like it was decided upon. Like it wasn't like a specific thing, but I think it was a culmination of things.
So do they say, hey,
conversation,
go out and get the best deal you can get, or do you go, hey, we want Anthony Davis?
Well, I think you go. I mean, there's a lot of different factors and things you look at there too. Like Nico was a Nike guy, right?
Right.
And I think him and AD have a relationship.
AD's a Nike guy. Luka's a Nike.
And then I think AD at the same time wasn't really happy in LA.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he didn't want to play center for some reason. I get it, but
and I think when there's a lot of like I was kind of saying, like there's a lot of different factors I feel like that go into these trades, where like you do like I feel like you in business I feel like you do business with a lot of your friends,
right?
And I think Pelinka and Nico have a prior relationship with. I think they're when Pelinka was Kobe's agent, and
Kobe was
I think Nike. They dealt with each other probably. I think I think that it's a very like there's a lot of different layers to it, where like it's kind of like a sandwich with like different levels of it, like lasagna. Like that's what I would compare it to. Like it's this big lasagna, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it has different layers of different things in it. And like it wasn't just one thing, but there's certain moments I feel like if you really like, you can look at it and watch certain things that happened and the body language and like things were coming to a head. So I think it wasn't a matter of when it was going to happen or if it was going to happen, or it was going to happen. Probably most likely.
Do you think this is what I pictured?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, to be honest, I think that they didn't tell the coach it got close to being done.
Well, I
don't think he was on board with it. But had to kind of come in, join that united front. I think if the owner signed off on it, I think he was doing that for financial reasons. Because when they talk about the off-court stuff, the drinking or the hookah or whatever they said he was doing, it's every team star got some sort of baggage, and it's way less than that. So,
and if that's his problem, like, I mean, if he can do that while having that problem, like, heck, where do I sign up for that?
Right? Yeah, I mean,
His
I'd be mad if
performance
the motherfucker didn't do it tonight. Didn't do
Yeah.
it. But I don't know. I'm gonna go take him in the room. He can have his own hookah room in the locker room.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah, all that shit.
I think too with
Put
that,
up numbers
like
like that.
I mean, from what I've gathered and the information I've gathered, like they were getting rid of all his people within the organization, like from the athletic trainers and
Mhm.
like they were trading guys he like playing with or getting rid of guys like they just like when you feel like when something's like fishy like that in life, just in life in general, I think that's when you can kind of feel like okay, something's up here.
That was. I mean, I think whoever signed off on it, and obviously, but because I think we got a generational talent, 25, 26 years old.
Oh yeah, well he's set up to be the face of the Lakers now, and
Yeah, which
and
isn't
he's
a bad place and for
yeah.
a good team. Thinking about going to parade in June. I'll probably make it.
You gonna spread those tickets around? You gonna spread them around?
Depends on for the people
Invite
that's like been hating. I don't know. And then I was going to invite a couple of people on my floaty. Just a few. They got to be special. But I think I got about 4 or 5 seats open.
So
We'll see how people act.
So would you go out on a limb and say that Luka is MVP this year?
Oh, it's not on a limb. You can write that motherfucker on the trophy right now. Yeah, it's not on a limb.
Who is his competition though?
Is what?
Yeah. Who's his competition? Who else?
Who are coming second and third and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I mean, everybody forgetting about Shea. So Shea would,
he's so quiet. You don't really.
Right. So we can put him in a quiet second or quiet third. It don't matter. Then we got Wemby's playing well. Then you got, Joker's always going to play well. So, I mean, however you want to arrange them, arrange them.
You guys beat Denver? You guys beat Denver Western Conference Finals? Or OKC?
This year. I said in June I'm going to the parade. It's in LA.
Yeah, so that would have to. That would be what about you, TJ? What about you, man?
For MVP, you want me to do MVP first?
Yeah, give me MVP.
Okay, so I mean, obviously Luka's got to be in there, and I don't. I mean, what he does on the floor is incredible, and he makes his teammates better, and like you could tell, like he has a different fire that he's playing with. Like it's kind of similar to when he had the fire that he had when he first came over, like where he was just like it's so much fun to watch. It is so much fun to watch. It's methodical and like it's just there's not enough I can say that does his game justice, in my opinion.
We don't even have the time. Go ahead, T. Keep preaching.
But we're gonna put Luka over here for a second because there's two other guys that I would like to give flowers to. I mean, Shy and the Thunder, they're an incredible team, and they're basically like I think you said it the other day, Josh. I think they're basically like this generation's version of what the Bulls were in the 90s. Like, but you get what I'm saying, Dre? Like in terms of like how they're built as a team.
I would more so compare them to Lakers. The Bulls. I mean, I see what you said because they have the one starter, but to me, they're deeper. They're a little deeper, as far as young talent.
Like they're built. They're the way that they're built, especially with all the draft picks that they have. Too, people forget the draft picks that they have, and I mean, there's a good chance. There's a doomsday scenario I just saw. They said that the Thunder might end up with like a top 5 pick in this year's draft.
Yeah, they got a lot of them. I think Sam Presti did a hell of a job on those draft picks, and the information he's done and got. I think he's way better than Jerry Krause that the Bulls had back in the day. A way better general manager.
Oh no, Sam Presti, he's an incredible GM, and
Yeah.
I mean, what he's built there in Seattle. I mean, he was with Seattle, and then going to Oklahoma City. Like, you want to talk about playing the long game? This dude was playing the long game since they were the Sonics. Like
That's true.
like it's incredible to see what they've done in Oklahoma City. And I mean, I'm a big Alex Caruso fan. I mean, getting to see him on the Lakers. I mean, I know Lakers fans miss him, and yeah, that one probably still stings, but he's such a fun player. I mean, but back to Shy. I think what Shy's doing is just it's fun to watch, and people want to talk about him being a free throw merchant and all this stuff. Yeah, he gets to the line a lot, but he goes to the basket and he makes plays, and he's doing things like what an MVP is supposed to be doing for your team.
You know, I'm kind of feeling like you kind of like him a lot more than the first person.
Oh no, I'm 70. What's it called? I wore 77.
That's true.
My event.
I just got to rear you back in because you was going too far. You know what I mean? Like, come back.
I mean, hey,
I didn't. But we got to put Shy over here with Luka now for a second.
No.
reigning champ. He's the reigning champ
by himself. But them other.
Oh, okay. I'll put him on this side then. But
yeah.
We're gonna put them both to the side, and then we're gonna talk about Jokic. Well, Jokic. So, did you know Jokic leads the league in assists currently?
That's crazy.
I mean, you know, they run the offense to run.
He's a point center. He's a point center. Like he's a point guard in a center's body.
Yeah, all right.
He's like having a traditional gunslinger quarterback running your offense in football. Like he's someone who his knowledge shows, and he treats this like a 9 to 5, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
Like I think his demeanor, his depth, like his disposition towards the game, you could tell he's having fun and loves playing basketball, but he loves his horses as well. I think he is a joy to watch play basketball, and he's someone I would need to have in this MVP conversation as well, just because of the efficiency of what he's doing. I think the other night he had 50. I think he had like 55 on like 70%, 75% shooting.
He's taller than everybody. He's 7'6" or something, isn't he?
No, that's Wemby. That's Wemby.
Oh,
Wemby's
he's bigger than everybody. So,
and I think Wemby.
Damn, why are you downplaying that man?
I'm saying like from 7'2". I mean,
it's great.
I'm not. I'm just making a case for everybody. I'm making a case for everybody. And I think, and I will say too, Wemby would be honorable mention here just because of the drastic improvements he's made all around. But since the Spurs record isn't where like I think he would be in the top 3, we got to keep him just defensive player of the year right now.
Yeah. I mean, was he 22, 23 years old?
Oh, he's got plenty of time to win.
I mean, Luka, I think 25, 26.
Yeah, and
you know, but
it's a fun time to be a basketball fan.
Yeah. I mean, next time I'm in LA, you know, maybe we'll roll to the Laker game. You know,
we can.
You know, she's real greatness. Sorry. Go ahead.
Next question I got. Talk to MVP. Do you have? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really pay too much attention to the draft, but what about Rookie of the Year? You got any numbers for that, or any candidates for that? Should I say?
Right now, I'm gonna say it's Cooper. I mean, he's getting the opportunities. You know, he's getting the minutes. He's getting the minutes. He's getting the opportunity to play. So right now, I would say Cooper. Nobody right now stands out and doesn't get as much publicity as Cooper. So, but for that point, I'm going to say Cooper. I mean, that's a hell of a situation for him as well. You know, those guys are hurt, but just to be in Dallas, to be around those veterans and coaching staff and everything, I think he's got a good opportunity, a good future ahead of him.
100%. What about you, TJ? You got anybody for rookie of the year?
I do, and I mean this. I think VJ Edgecombe. I think VJ Edgecombe is, I think, going to be rookie of the year this year. I think a lot of people wrote Philly off, and what they've been able to do in Philly has been great. And I think if they can get, I mean, Embiid stays healthy, and I mean they're going to be a force in the East. They're going to be a force in the East if they all can stay healthy. Maxi's a baller.
Yeah,
he's someone who can put the ball in the bucket proficiently and prolifically. I think he's someone. Philly's kind of having a quiet. They're I think third in the East too.
Are they?
So yeah. It's like they're in like a quiet third place in the
And
East.
so Paul George is still injured, correct? I mean,
I believe so.
Man, is you talk about Edgecombe and Maxey and Embiid and Paul George. I can never say his name. Sofino, the other rookie. I mean, they got. I mean, not the rookie, the second-year player. They got and I want to say Andre Drummond's with them, correct?
Yeah.
I think that they are, as you said. I mean, that's a talented team, and it was a real talented team. But I think that, knock on wood, but that injury bug just comes to the same people. It's sort of like AD. Like AD's like brother-in-laws with them. Like they just seem like they just get hurt all the goddamn time. Paul George, Embiid. I mean,
your boy Ben. Is he even? I don't even know Simmons.
I don't think he's in the league right now.
Is he even in the league anymore? That's what I was about to say. How many games did he play?
Guy, you got to remember, Ben Simmons was number one.
Yeah, that's how many games did he play?
I mean, enough to be. He was in the running for rookie of the year like 3 years in a row, but
but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Okay.
I'm mad that Donovan Mitchell should have been rookie of the year that year.
But athletes are human, right?
Of course.
And that really fucked him up, that series. Like, he just never was the same. And I feel sort of bad for him.
Oh, for sure.
But then I don't. No.
For who? For Ben Simmons?
Yeah, no, I don't. You know why? I'm sorry. It's off subject. But he tried to fuck what's the name's girl? Michael Blackson. Michael Blackson. Yeah. You know what? Ben Simmons, fuck it. I ain't for you.
Hey, so this dude played. They said he played 7 seasons. Did the math on that? It's about 1,200 games, right? He played 332 games. So he played about 30. What is that, Dre? You the numbers guy, like 30%, maybe a little less. 30%. 332 out of 1,200.
That's a quarter.
Yeah, 25%.
What's his career earnings?
Let's see.
Oh yeah, who's he represented by?
$200 million. God.
Is he XL Sports guy?
Is he? I'm not sure.
Whatever his agent is, like,
I need them.
I'm looking for another Ben Simmons.
But no, I mean it is unfortunate though. I will say in terms of like when you have guys like that who come into the league who can clearly play and they have talent and they have one thing that gets them that just stifles their career.
He's a 6'10" point guard. I mean, you ever seen him up grab a rebound, left hand, come down? I mean, who? And then he just went to
nothing.
But that series has fucked him up. And I'm just, to me, like, part of being an athlete is being able to mentally overcome things. And okay, this is where I'm short at. Let me go work on this summer.
But you also got to have the tools for that, though, Dre. You gotta have the, like, he might have all the skills and because sometimes guys they lack that, and it shows.
I mean, okay, so it's showing, so go take care of it. Like, okay.
Well, he might not have people.
It's that easy though for everybody.
The fuck it is. Look,
And
I can't shoot, so I'm gonna go work on shooting. Right? You know what I mean?
But when
Like,
it's mental though, that's kind of what separates good from great, in my opinion. Like the ones that are mentally strong and all to mentally overcome things, that's gonna make you greater.
But I think too, look at it like this, Dre. Like if we all didn't, I mean, in some way didn't overthink things, we would all be the most successful people in the world.
okay, but if I know, let me see, if I know I need a back right rear tire, I'm gonna go get a new back rear tire because the shit's flat or the shit don't have enough tread on it. So I'm gonna go get one. So if you know you can't shoot, then I'm gonna work on my shooting, right? Or no?
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And I think
And then,
you gotta take those. You gotta take the steps, though. You gotta take all the steps. You can't just go like, "Oh, I'm gonna go shoot."
okay, I'm gonna go hire a shooting coach, and we're gonna go shoot. I mean,
because anyone can go put up shots by themselves.
right. So I'm gonna go hire. Okay, I can't write or read. I'm gonna go get a teacher to help me write and read. Like it's simple to me.
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I do. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like I can't read. Okay, can you help me read? And then you get the teacher, and then you read. Okay, I can't write. How do I write? Teach me how to write. Right. You know, after 1 week, you're improving. So to me, you know, I heard that he had hired his brother to be a shooting coach or some shit like that.
I think when you want like you want help that's going to be effective, it can't come from people who are going to tell you what you want to hear.
Or work. I mean, for example, your father.
Shout out to Bob Tate.
Yes, I mean he used to go on trips in the summertime, and
I remember.
Yeah, and
I remember.
Like, they'd be like, "Oh man, I got to go shoot," and I'm like, "Right now," but you know, go like.
Oh, Bob Tate's the reason I could shoot the ball proficiently.
See, I didn't need nobody like Bob Tate, but you know,
my thing as a kid was I saw him fix his jump shot, and I was like, "Oh, I want to shoot the ball. Like, I want to be able to shoot the ball." Like,
I saw you in your game. You did pull up a couple times, like unconsciously, like damn. See, like Curry, he crossed the half court and put it up
deep too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In 3-point contest, he had one where he was dropping them.
Like, damn. So that's where that came from, Bob Tate.
Oh yeah, Bob Tate. I will my last day. I will tell people Bob Tate is the reason I could shoot the basketball.
Shit, I wanted Bob Tate to hurry his ass up a couple times in the summertime. Like, hurry this shit up.
Where was y'all at? Where would y'all be at?
One time I know it was in Tahoe. The reason I know that come to mind because I was ready to go dip off somewhere. Jed's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "That's it." It was like, "Are we about to go shoot?" I'm like, "Baskets?" Like right now. So I had to, cancel what I was doing. And it was like whatever night, Friday, Saturday night.
Ooh.
9, 10 o'clock, right when it's, it's ready. And he's like going to shoot. I was going to do an AD and have a fake an injury. I'm growing. But, I remember Bob Tate in Tahoe, San Diego. Just, good night.
I mean, oh man, but so it was funny. So like when he would work with Bob Tate before the games, after I would work like when they were going for the meeting, I would grab Bob Tate for like 5-10 minutes, and we'd go out on the court and he would put me through something really quick.
Do you still remember those drills?
Oh yeah,
When I come down, next time I come down, we got to go. Instead of going to the gym, we're going to go to the hoop court over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Put out a flyer, let people know we're doing 2-on-2.
If just give me anybody. I'd knock both y'all off. It was good. I said, give me anybody. Yeah, I'm ready to run it. I mean, you know, when I was little, man, I used to have you out there.
Hey, we can make this happen. We can make this happen.
And you know,
We'll talk to her, T. We'll talk to her.
We can make this happen.
hey, and you know me, I'm part like Josh, so we can put some money up too, Dre.
Hey, TJ, talk to her. I'm just gonna let you talk to her. I'm gonna let you.
Oh no, we can make this happen, and this could be a video. This could actually be.
I was gonna say we're gonna get this on camera for you.
We'll have all the different camera angles.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I'm here and I'm don't do that.
But so, hey, with that,
Don't do that.
I can't wait. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun for sure.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of,
So you sure?
Man, come on, man. I'm not even worried about you. I might forget about it. You gotta remind me if you really want to get that. Just let me know. Hey, but speaking of putting money up, it's a lot going on with gambling and sports. What's your take on that? What do you guys think about just all the different situations going on? Indictments. They talking about something about LeBron now. I don't know. I just couldn't think of LeBron like that. But some of his associates, I don't know. It's a lot going on.
First of all, I saw that associate could be a motherfucker that lived 3 doors down from you that you spoke to twice in their life. So an associate to me is like a word for the media to put out there. You know, I first on Chauncey and the three that got arrested, I'd like to hear more facts and more information before I say something, because to me, those guys, you know, in my opinion, especially Billups, they don't, from what I know and understand now, they weren't the main people that they were going after. They just happened to be the biggest names and some involvement. So I think that, you know, the good thing is, like, Portland hasn't fired them yet. So maybe they're waiting to hear everything. Far as people like Damon Jones with the, it's just me. Telling somebody, hey, yeah, LeBron ain't playing tonight. I don't know. I just, you know, I don't know. But like, if you out there throwing the game and double dribbling and doing some crazy shit, yeah.
Like that. Who was that? They got a video of somebody.
I think it was Rozier.
Yeah, it was legit. But now if you're doing, and I don't know if that was the particular game they were talking about, but the shit I saw, yeah, motherfucker, like, we gotta talk to you. Like, okay, we gotta talk to you too.
I want to refund all my picks too with that one.
But I think I saw something. I think it was Gilbert. He was on. I think it was like Julian Edelman's podcast or something. And they were talking about it because I think it was like right after he got picked up for his stuff, and I think he was saying about how, like, the things that were tipping them off were like the names of the people, like,
right.
Yeah, like it would be the names of the people, and like it wasn't like a person that, like, it would be like something random, like the Jonte Porter stuff.
I didn't even know who the fuck that was. I didn't know that was Michael Porter's.
Yeah. So like when you're someone like that on an NBA team and going to do these things, like, and like I get, like, what's it called? They have summer league, like, listen, like they have summer league in Vegas.
Right.
These guys, they'll play. I mean, guys like playing cards. They like doing all that stuff. That's doing it the right way. Like, they play cards. They're not doing anything wrong.
Right.
But when you're doing stuff like this, when it draws attention to where you're questioning the integrity of the game, that's when it becomes a problem.
I mean, that can get you suspended for 18 months.
Well, it's kind of just like, what are we doing?
Yeah. I think it's rough, and it does make it seem like, because I mean, you already know the conspiracy's already been out there.
Oh yeah,
people. The NBA is rigged, the NFL is rigged. So when stuff like this comes down, it's like, dang, like, is it? But it's, you know, I was just watching the game today. I'd be like, it would be hard for it to truly truly be rigged to that level because a lot of these players really care. They really
Oh, well,
take
yeah.
it. So
Well, I think too, Josh, to your point, like imagine like the technology that we have now in terms of like where it was back in like the 60s and the 70s in terms of just sports in general. The technology that would be required to have to be able to fix these games
yeah.
would be stuff that like no one's ever even heard of yet.
Yeah.
Like it takes a lot of effort to, I mean, especially if it's something like basketball, right? Like you can't, like Steph Curry's the greatest shooter of all time, hands down.
Yeah.
Now imagine if he just missed every shot for the rest of his career now.
Yeah.
Like there's certain things that just they don't make sense.
Right.
So like if people are gonna grab at straws and call conspiracy and just say all kinds of crazy stuff, and that's their opinion and that's their right. But at the end of the day, like you kind of have to know in your head, like, okay, let's just use some logic here. Let's just common sense.
Yeah, definitely. Man, good luck to all those guys in they, pending court cases. But yeah, do you think that players should in any way be able to gamble at all, or do you think they should be somewhat restricted?
Now, when you say gamble at all, obviously you're talking about gamble in their sport, correct?
Yeah, on their sport. Sorry, yeah.
It's tough because let's say you played baseball, Josh, and TJ played football, and I played basketball, but we all know each other, and I bet on TJ's football game. Is that the same as betting on another two teams I don't play for basketball? You see what I'm saying? Because shit, I know TJ's legs fucked up and his.
Yeah, we went out last night.
Yeah, we went out last night. We got drunk and shit. TJ, he ain't good when he drank the night before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I go gamble.
It's true.
I have an advantage, right? But then I don't know the insides of the two other basketball teams that I play next week, but they play against each other. So am I not able to gamble on sports at all? Because, as we know, a lot of people are friends, not just in their sports, but in different sports.
Yeah.
Athletes are friends with entertainers, so entertainers can. So to me, that's a tough question. And then, you can say, okay, you can't bet on your team, but motherfucker gonna do what he want to do. So I would. That's kind of so much money being made off of it,
Yeah.
So
especially now with the prop bets, it's to gamble to a whole new level.
Right. So you don't, that's tough for me to answer because it's kind of like they brought this on themselves. And I'm not talking about the athletes. I'm talking about the organizations, the NBA, the NFL, MLB. And I think they are selective on who they target and who, because Tim Donahue wasn't the only referee that betted on basketball.
Yeah.
Okay. He wasn't the only referee. I don't want to go down this rabbit hole, but 23 to me didn't get suspended, didn't quit basketball for 18 months to be exact, and then just come out and have this, I'm ready to play again after 18 months. I don't think, so I think that there are things that people wipe underneath the rug, and then there's some things that are brought to surface. But I would, it's going to happen anyway. It's sort of like, trying to monitor your teenager 24/7. Teenagers are going to do not what they want to do, but what the opportunity they're given. So, same thing with this. With the opportunities there, somebody's going to take it. And it's like, well, who's going to take it? You don't know. But that's a risk that, they take in a lot of these things. So I'm 50-50. It's just like, like my man Pete Rose, never getting in the Hall of Fame for. He did say he bet on baseball and not his team, but that's a separate thing because the motherfucker was a great baseball player. But you don't let him in the Hall of Fame because he bet on baseball. But you have people in the Hall of Fame baseball that cheated, and then the ones that cheated, some of the ones that known cheaters don't get in the Hall of Fame. So I'm really going somewhere else with it. But baseball itself, they had steroids. There's no way baseball didn't know those people were doing steroids. And some of them are still in the Hall of Fame, or putting Vaseline on the ball and pitching it. So it's just a matter of rules are always made to be broken, and some are given less slack than others, and so I don't know if I can. I'm 50-50 on it.
What about you, T?
I think, like Dre said, like it's tough. It's tough because of how prevalent gambling and like it is now. It's in your face every 2 seconds. Heck, it might be in your face after this podcast ends for one of the ads. Like it's something that isn't going away. It's something that's been around and been pretty prevalent in our country for a long time. You got to go back to the 1900s and like really, if you want to get into the history of gambling and like there's a lot of. I think it's very important. I think when you talk about stuff like this, is like everyone's entitled to do whatever the hell they want to do at the end of the day. Like you're gonna make your own decisions. No one's gonna make your decisions for you. You wake up and you get dressed and do everything you do to get ready for the day in the morning. That's your choice. You go and place a bet on a game. That's your choice. I think at the end of the day, like there has to be something where it's not gonna. They're gonna figure something out where you don't necessarily. You won't be able to bet on your sport, probably. I think it's like at the end of the day, like you don't necessarily know the outcome of any game that's going to happen. That's just, I think that's always been my opinion. You got to show up and play the game for 48 minutes. That's always been my opinion when it comes to basketball. You can only control what you can control ultimately.
What do you think about like the point of what you just said? You can only control what you want to can control, but like the referees, for example, like.
Did you watch the Donahue thing on Netflix? Yeah. I actually thought it was pretty interesting because he was someone I feel like I've seen around. Like when I was.
I would say he's a Jersey guy, right?
That I'm not sure in terms of like. Just from like there's certain refs that I do remember. Like from like when like I would go to games and stuff, because they would always say hi, and I always said hi, and I always tried to be polite and respectful. Mm-hmm. That was always my MO when it came to how I presented myself in those environments. I thought it was interesting though because they did talk about the Western Conference Finals. I think it was 2002, right?
Lakers and
yeah, it was the last one of the three-peat.
2000 or 2002, I can't remember.
Because I think the winner of that series was going to play New Jersey.
True. So that was 2002.
Yeah. And I think, of course, there's so many different decisions you could. You can draw red lines everywhere and connect different. I just think you can't control bad actors in these environments either.
Yeah.
You're gonna have bad actors everywhere, every sport, every business, every line of work. People are gonna be in it for themselves. You can't control that. What you can control is what you yourself can control.
True.
So, if you want to make bets, make bets. You want to gamble on a different sport, just don't compromise the integrity of your game.
What is for 750,000?
But you're getting paid but you're also
making too much.
But you're also getting paid like a million or 36 million or 360 million. Like,
Right.
there's got to be other things that we're not seeing yet in terms of why all these different people are getting tied into this.
Do you think there's more?
Oh, for sure.
It probably goes deep. We'll never see it all though.
No, we'll never see all. No, nothing. You know, just like like I said, Tim Donahue clearly wasn't the only referee. So if the three of us were
I
refereeing
think
the
the
game,
mob was involved. You think
no,
the mob
I'm just
was
saying the
involved?
three of us are referees,
Yeah.
and Josh, you calling like extra shit. I'm hey man, like what's up?
Yeah.
I'll ask you.
You should be able to peep it, yeah.
And somebody he didn't told somebody, and somebody else was in. Like, there's just no way that happens. But then at that time, I want to say Stern was the commissioner, and Stern didn't like a lot of bullshit getting out about the NBA. Like I said, I think he suspended a certain somebody, and kept that on the low because that would have hurt the game, obviously, and the sport, because that person was bigger than the sport. And um, same thing with Tim Donahue. I think he just shut that shit down. Yeah, that was the only one.
I think he there's a story he tells about like how I think AI threatened Steve Javy,
Mm-hmm.
and like they talked about how like he told like all the crew, like, because I'm sure they all talk as players do, as coaches do, as everybody does, and they were like, okay, so we're gonna call AI for palming violations,
Right. I've
and
heard
like,
that story.
yeah, because AI, I mean, I guess you couldn't palm the ball,
Right. But that was his signature move, kind of
yeah, like he.
and all of a sudden,
Because it was
oh,
like, because they were like, oh, it's technically a carry. Like, I'm like,
right.
okay, but like, besides the point, like, it's like there's gonna be bad actors and bad people who make not so great decisions that
Right.
try and ruin things, and they're, I mean, they might ruin things. Like, we don't know. We kind of have to let this all play out.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because.
Well, you have to until proven guilty.
True. I don't. You just never know. I'm a wait before I even pass that judgment.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't want to keep y'all for too much longer. We got one more question because you brought it up not too long ago, or just recently. Hall of Fame, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of people we just had recently. What was that? A couple months ago or a couple weeks ago? We had Hall of Fame event, and then we just got a lot of people that are in it that maybe we feel shouldn't be. Some people that we feel should be. Who is somebody that you guys think should be in the Hall of Fame that isn't, or is in the Hall of Fame that shouldn't be?
I'll answer that. Hella motherfuckers that are in the Hall of Fame that shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. Not knowing the criteria, because there is no set criteria, but the only person that comes to mind, when I hear that and know that, is Stephon Marbury. He's averaging, I think career average is 19 points, 7 assists, and 3 or 4 rebounds in 12 or 13 seasons. And when I was kind of looking through that, I see guys like in basketball junkies may remember Sarunas Marciulionis with the Warriors. And they said, oh, well, it's because he was global. He was from the Soviet Union. And then you got, Yao Ming was great. But, you got Yao Ming, or, same thing. It was what he brought to the game globally. And I think, like, what Steph did, besides those numbers, was, going over to China and winning 3 championships. I think that's big. I think that even like you guys, I can never say his name, but Sabonis' father that plays for the Kings. I can't say his first name.
Oh, he played for the Blazers too, I think.
Correct.
Yeah.
That big cigarette smoking motherfucker, like he in the Hall of Fame.
I didn't know
Like
he
10 points or some shit like that. So when they say that, it's like, all right, well, Steph was thorough his NBA career. Like I said, 19, 7, and 3 or 4 rebounds. And then, steady, had that steady career. Then it goes over to China and wins 3 titles in 4 years. And, it's guys, you got Grant Hill in the Hall of Fame. Numbers are like, I want to say 18, 6, and 4. You got guys that Steph's numbers are better than point guards, and even like Nate Archibald, another New Yorker, Earl Monroe, another New Yorker. So you got a lot of point guards to me that are people in general that are in the Hall of Fame for, oh, well, he was a good Samaritan. Or, oh, he was with Gandhi. He marched with Dr. King. But the motherfucker's numbers suck, right? So same thing. I look at Steph where his numbers are great. They're good as Earl Monroe's. They're better than Earl Monroe. They're better than Chris Mullins. And they're in the Hall of Fame. Steph doesn't have the championships, but they don't either. Right?
Yeah.
So, and they didn't go nowhere else and play overseas and win titles and championships. And like we were talking earlier, Steph in China with the statue. So I mean, those things are I think should be considered, and they're already known. I just don't know why he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think with numbers like his, especially when you compare him to those others, what's taking so long? We got to write we got to write the commissioner or something.
Let's write somebody, man. I want to see him in there, man. I think that's a beautiful thing. I mean, that's what to me players are really humble too, and they say what they mean and mean what they say. And Steph's a guy that's going to do that anyway. And just a real genuine person. So I think that I would love to see him with that jacket, man. Like that makes that would make a lot of sense, and that would make me personally happy.
What about you, T? Who you think?
I mean, I might actually have a few if that's all right. Steph for sure. Shout out to Steph, and I mean his resume speaks for itself, in my opinion. And he's someone who's had a tremendous impact on the game of basketball. And I'd say a Hall of Fame one. It would be in terms of what he's done in the NBA, overseas, and in New York as well, in high school.
Mm-hmm.
But so at first, I want to talk about Sean Marion, Matrix.
Matrix, yeah.
I think he's someone who makes a case for it. It's not a conventional one, but he's someone whose numbers speak for themselves. And I mean, 4-time All-Star, 15, 8, and a steal and a half and a block per game.
Damn.
He was an impact player on both sides of the floor. Jump shot was not pretty, but we still love Matrix here.
No plays run for him. Never a play run for him.
Oh, just lobs.
Yeah, no play.
Lobs. The second person I want to make a case for is Sean Kemp.
Ooh. Took us back. Hey, you knew about Sean Kemp, TJ. That might be.
People don't know this. I mean, they're gonna learn about this about me. Is I know way too much stuff about this fucking sport.
Ooh, I forgot about it. Ooh.
Hey, Sean Kemp was nasty.
6-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, 14, 8, a steal and block per game. The human highlight reel.
Yeah.
Him and GP were doing their thing in Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he had to throw it to somebody. Like, yeah, that's. And again, Kemp came out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang, did he? Damn.
Another person I believe who should make a case for the Hall is Joe Johnson.
Ooh, yes.
Joe Johnson.
Okay,
16 point, 7-time All-Star, 7-time All-Star, 16-4-3, 18 seasons in the league, too many game winners to count. They called him Joe Jesus, ISO Joe.
ISO Joe. Yeah,
ISO Joe is a bad man. He's quiet, but he's a bad man. And I believe he's one of 20 players to cross both 20,000 points and 5,000 assists.
Joe. That was one of my clients. That's Joe. With Joe.
I rock with Joe Johnson. That's a good dude. And this one, I have two more. Penny Hardaway.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Come on.
I didn't think I was getting on the pulpit like this to end this.
Hey, we needed it, man. The people need to know. Some of these names should have been in there.
But I mean, someone who's had a tremendous impact on the game, on the floor, off the floor. Penny just 15, 4, 5, a steal and a half. Like, I mean, it's crazy when you read some of these. It's like, how are they not in the Hall?
Yeah, you kind of forget that they aren't
in the Hall of Fame over that guy, Penny Hardaway. They both had injuries, but who? I mean,
not to mention the shoes, man. Penny had some classic shoes, game tight. Penny was nice.
Man, that was good, T. That's yeah.
One more.
One more.
I'm gonna say Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah, I liked Amari a lot.
18.9, 7.8 rebounds, and stat was, I mean, him and Nash ran that pick and roll beautifully.
I saw them games firsthand. He dunked on a lot of motherfuckers, like no fear.
So when he came to New York, and then our boy was there for the last year of his career. Getting to watch him and Melo and like those guys, that we'll talk about that Knicks team another time, but Stat was always someone to me. He definitely, I mean, it's an impact player who his numbers speak for himself. Another guy who makes a great case for the Hall of Fame.
Another high schooler too.
Yes.
Yeah. Damn. Hey, yeah, that's cool. And hey, that's what y'all can expect, man. Real live information, facts. We're not hiding nothing, no popularity contest, none of that. It's just giving it to you real, all the way 100. And before we get out of there, y'all can let them know what you guys, want them to know that they can expect on future episodes when they follow, subscribe, when they like. What else can they expect from us?
What you just said, just real, anybody just stuttering, and because we're going to come up with something to cover something, we're going to tell the truth here. A lot of good stories, a lot of good information. Just the truth, man. Just like shit we see, shit we saw, shit we've done. So just get on the ride, man. Let's go.
Yeah. What about you, TJ? Anything else for
him? Man, I'm sorry. No, I was just getting another phone call. No, I'm kidding.
We ain't even talk about that yet. We'll get to that. Don't worry.
I'm kidding. Yeah. No. No, we're gonna laugh a lot. Clearly, we're gonna laugh a lot and have fun, and ultimately, like, this is about providing a different outlook and perspective on something that we've all been fortunate enough to be around and live. And I mean, Andre comes from real estate, and you're going to learn a lot of cool stuff about that. And I mean, it's going to be fun just how this all, I mean, we're going to definitely get into how this all came together, and it's going to be something that you're never going to want to miss.
100%. Well, hey, y'all, until next time, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, check us out. Send a message, you know what I mean? We'll have some up on the Instagram, on the TikTok. Enjoy. Don't miss any episodes. We out.